Good afternoon, this is Stephanie from Steph's Tarot Interpretations. Today I wanted to see if NATO and our other allies will be sending in actual troops and artillery into Ukraine to fight the war. I personally think that, if it comes to that, then we have World War III. And I personally think, this is for entertainment purposes only, and these are my opinions only, but I also think that this is something that Putin has to be stopped. Let's put it that way. But I just wanted to see, and I hate hearing, and I know everybody else hates to hear Ukraine begging for help, begging for supplies. We've been giving them to, but and also closing off airspace, which would mean multiple countries having to protect the airspace too. I wish it was something, and I think we all wish there was just something that could be fought as a battle in the air, in the sky, and on the ground, but we're talking about nuclear weaponry, and Putin has already been threatening to use nuclear power. He's already bombed a nuclear facility, and supposedly, from experts that I don't think that have been there, but they had to have been there. They said that there was no radiation that leaked. But we can believe it or not is another story. But my question is, right now, will NATO, other allies, send in troops to help with the war in Ukraine? Will NATO and other allies send in troops and artillery, tanks, planes, you name it, to fight the war in Ukraine? NATO and other allies send in troops, aircraft, tanks to fight the war in Ukraine. Okay, so in the past, we have Knight of Swords. In the past, this is the rush to start a fight, to go in. I'm liking this to the, Putin was amassing all his troops around Ukraine, and then he was going to have talk with President Biden, and then he invaded Ukraine. So he just went full, without any, there was thought, but he just rushed in. He rushed in, and he started the war. He began the war. He invaded Ukraine. And that's where we're at right now. So in the present, what's going on in the Allies' mind? Tell me. I thought I had them all upside down, whatever. Okay, so now this is the Knight of Pentacles, which doesn't move very fast. It provides more of an offering of, of supplies, of help. That is what the allies neutral countries, NATO is offering right now, we're offering supplies and resources um, to people of Ukraine, but we're not actually sending people in to help them fight their war yet. Although I'm reading so many stories. There was this one story of a gentleman by the name of Hector. I forget where he was located, but he's a former Marine. He had a couple of tours. I'm thinking Iraq and Afghanistan, and he was able to get a ticket. Someone had donated a ticket or something like that, and he's going to Poland. I think he's already there to go and help fight the war. There's a lot of I read that there's a lot of vets that are considering going back to go and help the people of Ukraine because they want to fight for something that's actually worth fighting for. Where we were kind of the policemen and trying to be the teachers of democracy in Afghanistan and trying to teach democracy and what it was all about to the citizens of Afghanistan, but they weren't interested with what we were trying to teach or whatever. We were there way too long. It wasn't a fight for we knew that once, and they probably all suspected too, they knew that once they pulled out, Taliban was going to come back in again. These were people that they needed help, they needed a lot of help, and they needed a lot of help for the government, which was very, very corrupt. Ukraine, on the other hand, has a very brave, strong president who, God bless him, is there and rallying the troops and asking for help, and this is something that should not be happening. This is a genocide. This is it shouldn't be happening. So what this is, I'm going off on a tangent here. This is NATO. These are the allies. This is everybody around that are providing whatever they can right now, that they feel safe without poking the bear anymore, the Russian bear, and trying to prevent a nuclear war. In the future, this is Six of Coins, which is justice. You can see the scales right here. Sorry. And also delivering or giving more supplies, more help to the needy, which would be Ukraine and the people. So it seems to me that there will be more that they will be giving to them to help fight the war. The issue is still that there's a problem with poking the bear, and he's going to look for any excuse whatsoever to say that, okay, he has already said that anybody that is helping or supplying, this is Putin, by the way, or even if they close off the airspace over Ukraine, that would be considered an act of war by Russia, which, of course, what they're doing is not an act of war. I want to say that they're going to probably be providing more help. I don't know if they're going to be actually providing a whole army of people. There'll be more supplies. There'll be more help given to the Ukrainians at this time, in the future, coming from the Allies and NATO, while they're hoping to God that the sanctions do start to really cripple Putin, the oligarchs that Putin has been relying on. Well, Putin's an oligarch himself, and then the people of Russia too, hoping that this will cause some kind of revolution. I think they're trying to buy, they're going to provide more help and hope that this helps to buy more time for Putin to be turned around or taken out. Because I really believe there's no turning back. There's no turning back from this. And he's never gone this far before. He can't turn back from it now. And the only person that can the only way to stop Putin is by eliminating Putin, is getting him out of the equation somehow, either jailing him, whatever. Someone from inside, somewhere, has to do something and get him out of control. Let's put it that way. So, with the clarifiers. Okay, battle weary. Weary battle. My cat has a lot to say about this question too. Nine of Wands, putting up the barrier, helping to protect those that have been battling, the Ukrainian people that are battle weary already. But I'm going to say yes, that the United States, NATO, rest of the allies will be helping to put up a bigger protective barrier around Ukraine to help them stand their ground. And not lose so much. There will be losses, but I believe that they will be coming, the allies, the people, all the other countries, majority of the other countries, no matter what they can do, who they are, they will do whatever they can and supply more resources for them, for Ukraine to put up a boundary and protect themselves. We have the Knight of Cups. So that's an offering. It's another slow-moving knight. It's something being presented. It's hope. It's compassion. It's could even be a surprise. Something could even be a surprise. This is a delivery of a message where the page is the messenger. The knight delivers. The knight started full force with Putin. This knight is giving resources and money and help. And this one is giving more emotional and support and compassion and a deliverer of another message, another kind of message. Maybe a message that it's ended. Maybe the message the end that we were hoping to hear, that it's over and the main culprit is now done. The war is over. The main culprit's been taken out. And it's a healing. The cup is healing. So someone is offering a cup of healing by helping to stop the war. And that war is with Putin. It's not Russia, it's with Putin. And then you have the Ten of Wands and the heavy burden. It's a heavy burden on Ukraine. It's a heavy burden. This whole war is a heavy burden on everybody. Just seeing what's happening, being on the outside looking in. But also carrying the burden of trying to end this war and what has happened, and what is happening. It's a very heavy burden. It's also a heavy burden. Putin realizes what he's doing to his country and the burden that it's putting on its citizens and on the oligarchs and everything. But I think this is more symbolic of the heavy and hard work of the people getting together to push this through and get it to end. It's like the final push to get it done, to get this ended. One more card. Triumph. The hero. Zelensky, be a hero. But there is triumph. The hero is coming home. The warriors, the people, the fighters, they're coming home. There's been success. It's over. It's not Putin. It's Ukraine and the world. Final push. We need one more final push here. You have the 9 and 10 of rods, and rods are action, fire, activity. And the burden's one big battle. 10 of Wands, and the ending. And the 10s are always symbolic of the ending of something, of a cycle. So the end of the battle. And then triumph. In what form it comes in, don't know. But we have a Knight of Cups, bringing the message of hope. But this came out before this. Cups, final message of hope. Came out before the 10 of rods. And the 10 of rods is a burden. The end of the burden. The end of the burden. Okay, we're building their boundary. Let me pull these back so everybody can see the cards. Be nice. Okay, so the 9 of Wands. We're helping allies, NATO, America, everybody is helping to reinforce the boundary around Ukraine. They will be sending in more, but I don't know about troops, but probably just more supplies, maybe some more peacekeeping troops or whatever. I don't think it's going to be full out. If it goes that far, then it's a totally different game. But then a message comes of healing, that something's come to pass, a surprise, that it's done, that we can hope again, meaning that this burden that Ukraine's been carrying, I can't say that we've all been carrying, because it's certainly not all of us, but we're just sitting on the sidelines and it feels like we should be doing more. But the burden is coming to the end. And in the distance, this person that's carrying the 10 rods is heading home. The burden's coming to an end. It's done. And then we have success. We have the hero coming back to accolades, and a new time for the ages. Things are different now. So that's my reading. My cat and I would like to thank you for watching this. Let me know what you think, and please pray for Ukraine and everyone that is helping Ukrainian people, all the rest of the Eastern Bloc of Europe, for their safety, because you never know what a madman is going to do. God bless all of the soldiers that want to fight. The fathers, the brothers, the sons, the ex-Marines, the ex military from around the world that are going to fight. To all the charities, local and international, that are helping Ukrainians get through this. God bless them all. And I hope that you have a good rest of the weekend. Thank you very much.